But I ain't go live. We live now. What's the business, y'all? It's your local neighborhood super rig off of this thing. Here with my boy Brisk. What's poppin', dog?
Yeah, bruh. You know, it's always a good day when you wake up alive. Even if it's some bullshit happening, you gotta be alive for the bullshit to happen.
You gotta be.
That's where I'm at right now. It's
Hey
about a good
man,
day.
I feel you on that, dude. Are you comfortable with disclosing the BS, or you just want to go past it?
We gotta go back in the office, man. I ain't happy about that shit at
Damn,
all.
damn, man. And what's
Yeah.
crazy is folks felt like that was not gonna be occurring because promises was made, not promises, but statements was made as in we wouldn't go have to go back in, and boom, here we go now. Here. Well, here you go now, at least for right now. But can't nobody get comfortable. Can't nobody get comfortable.
Every day,
I'm
man. Every day I'll be like, you know what? I can just retire.
I'm gonna be
I can just
honest.
retire and go live in the country and say F this, all of this.
I'll be honest. The news from your end got me highly already prepared for the BS to be on my end. To be honest with you, like now I'm just waiting for the second shoe to drop. Let me make sure our audio working on this live real quick. Hold on. Let me make sure, cause it would suck if it would. All right, boom. Audio is working. All right, so this week we could talk about controversial stuff. The election is next week. You know what would have been a good question, and we can still wrap that into it. The election is going to affect hip hop for next year. A lot of people feel like the with the whole fraudry getting whooped in the way that he has been whooped, that the culture is shifting, and real hip hop, which I would like to have a conversation on what real hip hop is and fake hip hop is in this conversation as well. But people think that the real is gonna come back in this in the 2025, and we got a lot of stuff going. Kendrick totally just destroyed Fraudry. He ain't dead yet though. That's the thing about Fraudry ain't gonna die until the Super Bowl. So that's when we go see if he really go die. If Kendrick go have to put the death sword in there, and that's when I'ma know just how controlled hip hop is. Because if Not Like Us is not played in full, now I really want Meet the Grams to be played. And this how pissed off I would. I don't care about no football fans at all. I'm talking about a late, if he put a GoFundMe at the bottom of the screen, if Kendrick does Meet the Grams, and I'm talking about he just come out, do Meet the Grams, and then leave. Not no dances, nobody else on stage. He don't bring nobody else out on stage. Nothing. He just do Meet the Grams and walk the fuck off. And they be like, oh wow, well that was interesting. Well, back to the game, you guys. Kendrick Lamar. I've never seen anything like that. I wonder what that meant. I have no idea, Bob, but I do know this. There are a lot of angry fans in the stand. They wanted to see a performance. He just came out and did a monologue. That's what the fuck I want to see. I know I'm not gonna get my wish. So at minimum,
Definitely not. He's definitely not doing Meet the Gram.
he,
That is. Remember that bet you was talking about earlier. You was like, I'm willing to bet. I would bet my whole 401k and my earnings for the next 10 years that Kendrick Lamar is not doing Meet the Grams at Super.
hey, hold on. Your microphone is muffled. I'm not sure if it's
Oh
physically
shit!
okay. Now I can
I
hear you.
don't.
You good now? You
No, I
good
said
now?
that bet you that said you earlier. That bet you said earlier. Like I would bet my whole 401k and my salary for the next 10 years that Kendrick Lamar is not doing Meet the Grams. Now he could do Not Like Us, but I definitely don't think he doing Meet the Grams.
Now, if he do Not Like Us, it has to be the full song, no bleeps. He left 2 Chains out the pop out version. I'm fine with that. If he want to lead the rappers, I don't give a fuck about them niggas. But everything else, certified pedophile, all that shit, I don't want it to be nowhere he let the no. Okay, that's fine. He can let the crowd say the certified pedophile, but I would like him to do everything. I want dancers. It's got to be sparklers and shit, the explosions and shit. And then what I really need is a drone show at the top where it showed like the drone show act out Fraudry trying to lure children with wine spritzers and shit. But that's just my dream. You know what I'm saying? I know my dream is not gonna get you know, I know it's not gonna come true, but it would be great if it did. But a lot of people feel like, you know, hip hop you know, is gonna be more realer in 2025. How without the election, you know, and just with the Kendrick and Drake stuff, how do you feel that's gonna be?
Well, I don't think it's gonna be like no like brand new people that's just gonna pop up out the blue. I think people are more aware, and I can't even really say that. I think people just gonna stay in they like the lanes that they've been in. To be honest with you,
Do
if
you?
Muggs was if Muggs was listening to quote unquote real hip hop, which what I consider real hip hop is it got a message. What the hell? You see that?
See what?
It says the stream has been paused. Stream paused. Oh, but it's still going on though, so I don't know what that's about.
Uh, yeah, I
No,
don't
it's still
know.
going on here.
Yeah, I see.
But like, but like, what I consider real hip hop is when people not trying to sound like nobody else. They just being their authentic self, delivering whatever message that they're trying to put across. Um,
Hmm.
like Tyler the Creator, he's a real hip hop artist to me. He came out with some new
Mm.
stuff. It's dope. But if you just like out here and you only doing it for the bread and you just following the trends, that to me ain't real hip hop.
That's interesting because I have my definition of what real hip hop is. We always got to go back to like the essence of what real hip hop was. And real hip hop started in the park, as we know, in the Bronx, and folks was just rapping for enjoyment, but at the same time, you was brag rapping, right? If you brag rapping so you can get, you know, I believe real hip hop started to get broads. I mean, the ladies. The that's what I believe. The dude got on the microphone. Whoever be on stage is the one that get the most attention, right? And you getting that, you rocking the party, and you want the most attention. Why? So people can come to your next party that you throw. Hopefully, it's in a venue that you can charge people to get in. So there was always a commercial aspect to hip hop. Unfortunately, it got co-opted by people that were not in the parks and throwing the original hip hop parties was people where people was coming in and they monetized it, and then they brought in all sorts of shit to say, hey, we need to get this to fit just like how they brought in all them white rockers and all of them to co-op rock and roll and shit from Chuck Berry and Little Richard, and the same thing they did with now they call it Latin jazz, but with what's the word I'm looking for? They brought it from Brazil. I can't think of the word right now to come to me, but all of the ethnic music, they always have to whitewash it to the people who don't have original rhythm, is what I like to call it. So when people try to put the commercialization, you got commercialized hip hop, and then you got but that's just it. Please give me a real hip hop artist that's not commercialized, because the only way you done heard of them is they paid for some type of advertisement so they music could reach you. So when people say that, like, all I got is good hip hop and bad hip hop. That's how I got it. I don't have a real versus fake. I got good versus bad. And when I say good versus bad, I mean it sucked like Fraudry, or you got some good shit. And you can also have actual good music by somebody that actually sucks.
But
Now,
when you brought up Fraudry, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
oh no, go and say what you was gonna say,
I was
because it's
gonna say
probably
because when you
something
when you
there.
brought up when you brought up Fraudry, like I don't look at Drake as hip hop. I look at Drake as rap. I think it's a difference between hip hop and rap.
Well, so, and that's another thing. It is a difference because hip hop is the actual culture. Hip hop is the five. But hip hop is graffiti, is breaking, is fucking rapping. Rapping is a part of the culture of hip hop. And then the fashion of hip hop, language of hip hop. Hip hop is a culture within itself. Rap is just one of the things that is a part of hip hop, which is, so the thing is, everybody rap. You either
Yeah, everybody rap, but not everybody is hip hop to me. Yeah.
that's it. That's what I was about to say. Everybody ain't hip hop. Hip hop is the life you live, how you dress, how you talk, how you move, how you do all of that shit. And some people are raised within the culture hip hop, and some people are outside of they climb through the window, and that's what Fraudry did. Fraudry climbed through the window, and even though we know he is definitely not hip hop, he is a rapper, and since rap is a part of hip hop, a lot of people consider him hip hop, and you'll hear a lot of people say, "Oh, Fraudry, he got me interested in hip hop." Like and you'll hear some people actually say some shit like, which irks me, but some people be like, "I listen to Fraudry," and the next people I listen to that was Tribe Called Quest, and I'm like, "Fuck, you made a great leap, but I just hate the gateway that you came through in, but at least you landed somewhere great." Now, that is probably 0.001% of the motherfuckers who heard Fraudry first, but I have heard it, and so I can't, you know me, I'm always gonna be the devil's advocate and shit. So with all of that being said, when people, I hear a lot of people like, "Oh yeah, real hip hop gonna come back and stuff." I think, when you say real hip hop never leaves, long as it's people from the culture making music. Like, people want to say OJ, the Juice Man, the Lil Durk, or certain people ain't hip hop, but how they not hip hop when they grew up in hip hop? Like, they were surrounded by hip hop. So just because it's not the introspective rippity rappity, you know what I'm saying? Because people think that real hip hop gotta have, like you said, you associate real hip hop with a message, but ain't fucking what's that song go? The hip hop, the hip to this. Is that not real hip hop? It's what was the message to the damn to the hip the hippie to the hip to the hip hop?
The rappers delight.
Yes, but please tell me the message in that, because to me that was just literal rapping. Just clap your hands. That's unsnap her bra. What, nigga, please tell me the message. Now, that wasn't the words. Same thing with...
I don't memorize the words like that.
Because this damn song was about dancing. It was about coming in the club and cutting the rug, nigga. That's what that song was about. And that's what I be saying when people be like, "Oh, real hip." I be like, go to the Genesis. Everybody will point to Grandmaster Flash in the message. But then when I seen Planet Rock was based on Trans Europe Express. It was produced by a white, and I think he may have been playing for the other team, but Africa Bambaataa, who also plays for the other team, which people try to say is anti-hip hop, which that's a whole nother topic, which it can't be, because that's who you fucking ain't got shit to do with the music you make. Fucking, they came together to make Planet Rock. If you listen to Planet Rock is basically just talking about the get in there and dance at the party. And we just spoke on hip hop started where? In the parks, where? At parties. So hip hop, they wasn't nobody at the
breakdown.
Wasn't nobody at the party like, yeah, and my rent real high. I just got stabbed by the police. Oh, no, them niggas was like, "Oh, everybody, if you got $5 in your pocket, put it in your ear." The motherfuckers was having raps like that. So when people say what real hip hop is, I be like, get the fuck out of here. All right, that's just the rap you like. But hip hop started on some kicking it party shit. Of course, people started talking about what they was going through and shit, and that sprinkled throughout everybody, you know, from the late 70s to the early 80s with Curtis Blow and Run DMC with 8 million stories and songs like that and shit. But on the same side, you had Christians rapping and shit. The motherfuckers trying to get paid. So for me, when people talk about, "Oh, everything gonna change," and da-da-da-da, I agree with you that Fraudry ain't never been hip hop to me, but that's what he get categorized as in the fucking Grammys and the BET Awards and all of that shit. Best rapper, they put that motherfucking in there and shit, which he shouldn't be at all. But he is, because technically he is actually rapping. But I don't think. The point you said earlier is what I agree with. You said that everybody just go listen to what the fuck they listen to, because everybody in their own echo chamber of music now. When I woke up that day, Spotify was like, "Hey, Tyler the Creator's out. They don't. They only tell me what the fuck I listen to, and that's the only shit they introduce me to. And they don't be coming telling me about nothing I don't listen to for the most part. I'll be like, oh, okay. And I knew because I'm in my own little musical echo chamber, and my shit crazy because it'll say, "Hey, Tyler the Creator came out, and also OJ the Juice Man is featured on a new song." And so somebody else will be like, "How the fuck that shit pop up on your shit?" It's like, duh, because I listen to OJ the Juice Man and Tyler the Creator. You know, you could do both. So I don't think the way people talking, they acting like the commercial, landscape of music will go straight to just some hippity hip hop shit. And I don't think that's gonna happen.
I definitely don't think that.
I don't think that's gonna happen. And even if it do, when the last time hip hop was, who was the last person? Because we can say Kendrick is of that, and we can say J. Cole a little bit of that, but the last time I remember that was like a normal type shit was like in the early 90s with Tribe Called Quest and Zulu Nation,
The Roots.
that was the late 90s. And even then they had a couple of hits, but they was, tell me this, would you associate the Roots more with hip hop or neo soul around that time? Like
Hip hop.
really?
Mm-hmm.
I associate them more with Music Soul Child than rap.
Really?
They was a band.
All they songs rap.
They was always on Rap City. But when I hear Roots, name me other shit like on Rap City when What They Do came on. What other songs was sandwiched in between that or within that rest of that hour that sounded like that?
It was the 90s. Like people sound different.
But that's what I'm trying to say though. The Roots to me was neo soul. Like that, you could take What They Do and put that on a neo soul station and not skip a beat. If you get what I'm saying.
That particular song for sure.
And a lot of the shit the Roots did, as far as they came out commercially. Now you get that album, Black Thought, who is arguably one of the best MCs that's done touched the microphone. They weren't dropping the Black Thought, arguably the MC shit singles though. You see what I'm saying? They was dropping
They definitely was not dropping that in singles.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like they hip hop. I'm not saying they not. I'm just saying to the average person, I could see somebody associating them with neo soul. But that kind of go back to like the early 90s with De La Soul and all of them. And even them, I think people look at hip hop as people being honest, right? Because what's true hip hop? Expressing your honest feelings about shit. Is that a good definition of what most people feel true hip hop is?
See that? Yeah.
All right. Gucci Mane always expressed how great he felt busting at a nigga and selling a chicken. He really felt good about that shit. And I hate,
but it may sound you may or may not. But to me, I think Gucci is hip hop.
if anybody say Gucci ain't hip hop, they ain't hip hop. They can go suck 8 dicks and die. And that's on some real shit. Cause Gucci can really, and when I hate to use the term really rap, because what's rapping? Rapping is rhyming words together, right? I'm talking about at the base level. Rapping is rhyming words. The original rappers was not doing metaphors, and it wasn't no like this or nothing like that. In the like late 70s and shit. That shit didn't creep into like when I'm saying this, I'm talking about, of course, poetry was always there. So metaphors and all that shit was always popping. But like I said in the talk about me. In the form of hip hop where it was getting popular and shit, it was more just rocking the crowd, right? And just more boastful shit. And then the whole metaphors and shit came later. And that's, to be honest, Rakim and shit with his laid back flow and all his shit and Big Daddy Kane, we really didn't get into all of that shit until like I say 86, 87, 88 is when lyricism, I think, really started to kick in, where it's like, all right, this nigga just said some shit I had to think about and digest on some other shit. Before that, we had LL Cool J, my radio, believe me, I like it loud. It was just rapping words together. You know what I'm saying? And then over time, it went other ways. But to me, it's still all rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you got people that's more intricate in their writing and do all this extra lyrical acrobatics, which I respect, but I don't think that's no different than somebody who's still doing some what somebody would call ABC rap. I don't differentiate that between real rap and not real rap. Like I said, it's people that's good, it's people that sound good to me, and then people that don't sound good to me. And it's, to me, that's how I got it broke down. Because rapping is rapping. When it comes to hip hop, that's completely different though. You could be a good rapper, but you ain't hip hop though. If you didn't grow up raised on hip hop, you ain't hip hop. It's certain shit that you just can't be hip hop. You can't. I don't feel like Now this is a question I got for you though. Somebody like the Beastie Boys or even Rick Rubin. What if you grew up and that's all you listened to was it? However, you grew up in a middle class, upper middle class, and does income affect you being hip hop or not? Do you have to be poor to be raised within hip hop? Is that where we at with it? As I'm hearing how we saying shit, I'm like, am I associating being poor with being hip hop?
Yeah, because that sounds wild, but yeah, I can't say that. Definitely cannot say that, but that's a very interesting point.
Because if you from let's say at 4 years old, you find a tape of Rakim, and it's this year, and you find that tape, and that's all you listen to is shit, and you learn how to tag, and you can break dance and shit, but your mom work at Charles Schwab and shit, and your pops work at, he a CEO somewhere, and you go on vacations to the damn Bali and shit and the Swiss Alps, but all you do is listen to that. Are you not hip hop, or do you have to be in a certain environment to be hip hop? Is that's a question I think that's going around that's interesting, because
so Lil Yachty, you think he hip hop? Because he definitely didn't grow up in the poor neighborhood, but he grew up. I'm assuming his parents I ain't saying they like hip hop rappers or nothing like that, but I'm saying like they are familiar with it. They are. So you think he hip hop?
His pops was in the business, so yes, he is hip hop. Yeah, you can. I think hip hop is crazy because people, with it being a culture, it's kind of like somebody's ethnicity, right? Yeah. That's not the same as race, which is not the same as nationality, which is not the same as, I think that's the three: ethnicity, ethnicity, and I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, you guys.
Ethnicity.
Yeah, ethnicity. And nationality and race, I think them all separate three things. So you can do ethnic shit, but not be of a certain race, but of a certain ethnic group. Like I think gypsies is ethnic or whatever. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that, you guys. But that's what's so crazy about it in this. Is when people talk about gatekeepers and shit, it's like, all right, well, would the Beastie Boys be able to be gatekeepers? Because I mean, they was three Jewish white boys that I'm being honest, couldn't really get more hip hop than them, but they upbringing and all that shit could be the opposite of what the origins of hip hop. So I got a question: the origins of hip hop is socioeconomic. Should it maintain that throughout the whole thing, or is it allowed to evolve to include other shit?
It's allowed. I think it's allowed to evolve.
Who is the gatekeepers to make the rules about who is allowed? I feel like my son hip hop, even though he ain't grow up in what be considered that, but that's all he listened to. That's all we talk about, and that's all he loved. And I let him discover hip hop on his own. Like I didn't let him listen to my hip hop because my hip hop was detrimental to his brain. I couldn't have this nigga talking about serving chickens and all sorts of shit growing up. And I wasn't go over front, but he discovered Tribe Called Quest and all that shit on his own. So I consider my son hip hop. How I act and move and dress and all that shit definitely is hip hop. So I should be able to consider him that. But who are the gatekeepers of hip hop? If you go back and look at the credits of original hip hop records and shit, it was a lot of shit where black kids was meeting older white engineers or something like that. They didn't know how to get certain sounds, so they had to work with other groups to even get the sound together on the wax and shit. So it's the origins of it was there, but that's my whole thing, and this is just up for debate. I hope people ain't down. Oh, this motherfucker is trying to just open the gates for everybody. No, This is a healthy discussion about who are the gatekeepers, because even on the YouTube platform, they have gatekeeper discussions. They got all races on it and all age ranges too. So that's my question: who are the gatekeepers of hip hop? Who is to say, "Oh, this is that," or "This is that"?
It's gonna sound like a crazy answer, but the hip hop community, the culture. If you in it, you part of it, then you know what else, who else is a part of it. Like
I
it's one of them things. It's very difficult. That's like as you talking through this, I'm sitting here thinking like it sounds pretty crazy to even to give a real answer to it because it's hard not to sound like a hypocrite, or it's hard to be consistent with any of this because it's
yes,
just one of the things when you know that's it. That's the only way I
yes.
can describe it.
Yes, which always went back to my. I know a lot of people wonder why I would love to have a certain non hip hopper that raps on Suicide Watch, and it's because I knew it wasn't hip hop. I knew it liked hip hop. I knew it was a fan of hip hop, but I knew it was not hip hop. We have a caller that just joined. Who do we have on the line? And it appears they are
Renee,
muted.
it sound like a Wu-Tang stream when she came in. It was like, what
I
was that?
know. I don't know.
Did you hear it?
I heard the noise. Yeah, that's Renee. Are you on mute? I don't know if I can unmute you or not because I'm not conducive to how Discord works. So please let me know. Are you muted on purpose, or can I unmute her? I don't know how this stuff works. If you are muted on purpose, put something in the chat. And if you are not, just let me know in the chat, in the Discord chat, because I don't want you to be muted if you have some words you'd like to speak. But some told me I should have sit down and learned this damn Discord shit. This Discord shit be pissing me off, man. I'm getting old. But let's see. Hold on. Did you have an issue with being muted or anything, Brisk, on your end?
No, I didn't.
All right, just muted. Let's see, mute. Oh, okay, so it ain't on my side. So I think she muted on her own side. All right. So 2025. How do you think the election will affect hip hop? In what way? So if Kamala win or Kamala win, I'm sorry, is it do you see music changing, or if Trump win again, do you see music changing? And do you remember any changes in hip hop when Trump won initially? Back in 2016, do you remember any changes?
Only, only change that I really seen in 2016 when it came to Trump was Trump likeness in music and hip hop went from positive to completely negative. People back before
Mm.
Trump got in was like, I want to ball like Donald Trump, all that kind of stuff. They want to do this like Donald Trump, do this. Then it turns to the fuck Donald Trump. like YG's all fuck Donald Trump. Like all that shit just turned. So it turned to where Trump had a negative. All anything related to Trump became negative in the hip hop.
Mm.
This election right here, I don't think it's gonna do no change. I don't think it's gonna impact it at all. That shit got some science. That shit.
Yeah, I heard the sound effects of when she jumped on, but I didn't see her put nothing in the chat neither, unless I couldn't see the chat. So Renee, if you trying to call back again. Uh, like I said, I be trying to learn how this Discord stuff work, but it didn't look like you was muted on my end. So please call back if you are trying to get in. Uh, for sure, cause I might need to watch a tutorial on this stuff. I got another link thing we could use. I might just gonna put my third number I got in here. I'm gonna tend to say that I think if Trump wins this election, we are going to go back to I think a new public enemy is go rise out of this if he wins. And the reason being is because the crux, I'm only go brush on this just for this argument. I ain't trying to segue into this. This is just my opinion of what I think will happen, but this is not to segue into to that. But I think the poor are going to be so affected which is the majority, I think that they are going to, once the effects actually hit them, which it take about a year or two or whatever and shit, because every president inherit the last 2 years of the previous president. So if everything gets one way, by the second year of the new president, the effects of the last one wear off and they shit, start rolling in. If he win, I think the effects on the poor go start kicking in, and especially with Gen Z and the generation after them, I think it's go political type music, because we got to realize Public Enemy rose because of Reagan, because all his shit was a trickle down economics, which nobody under a certain income level it trickled down to, and that's where all of that rap came from. So I think that's what's gonna happen on this next one. If Kamala win, I don't think nothing gonna change. I think it'll just be the same way it
is. Is her name Kamala or is it Kamala? I'm serious, because I hear people say both. I don't know. I thought it was Kamala, but then you corrected yourself from saying Kamala and said Kamala, and I was like, damn, I've been saying it wrong.
This the problem. I done heard too many people like, oh, y'all saying her name wrong. It's this, that I done got confused with which one it is, and so I'ma just say both. It's kind of at work. It's kind of at work with two people that we know that I interchanged their name just so I don't, because I be forgetting, not on no disrespectful shit. It's just I don't know, because my memory don't work good like this. So I want to say,
but I be saying it's a whole bunch of people at work. I be like, "What's up, bro? What up, fam?"
Yeah. hey, guy, how's it going? You the man. Start off with a compliment and shit. Like, this is the guy right here, y'all. This is the guy. And then they'll come back and say my name. I'm like, fuck, man, how the fuck you remember my name? You dirty motherfucker. But I want to say it's Kamala, because the last time I remember hearing somebody saying it was like, yeah, it's I think it's actually Kamala, because now remembering all of the other people was calling her Kamala. This how I remember it now. I think whatever the actual, regular name that everybody was saying was wrong. And it was the one that sounded the most none.
We need to find a video of her saying her own name. I just Googling that.
Hold on, let me see. How can I?
Because I don't want to disrespect her and call her the wrong name.
How to pronounce Kamala Harris' name? Can you see it on screen?
Yep.
All right. So it's Ka, like coming. Like Allah, so Kamala. So yeah, it is Kamala. I knew, because it's supposed to be like the more Indian sounding version of it, and not the
Kamala.
Yeah, Kamala. Not what we been saying.
Because you said Kamala. No, Kamala.
I
don't know, dog.
Kamala. God dang it, I don't know. Anyway. And see, this was I remember this is the issue Barack was having when he first came out and shit. Barack.
Hey, Barack Hussein Obama is a wild name.
I ain't gonna lie.
And I remember back when he was running, people used to be like, "Oh, you talking about Barack Hussein Obama?" And people would get mad. They'll get mad thinking people was being funny. Like, I'm just saying his name. That's a wild name to be an American president, though.
Hey, I'm talking about, nigga, that's a wild name just to be in America. Especially at that time, dude. Yeah. But hey, dreams come true and shit, or whatever you want to say. But yeah, I think like you said, I think a lot of people are going to search for more quote unquote meaningful shit. But it depends. What's important to everybody and what's a good message to everybody ain't the same for everybody. If that makes sense, though.
But you think people ain't making that music now? Like, I'm
hell yeah.
It's somebody that's making that music now. They just ain't known. Nobody know who they are.
No, it's somebody that's making that music. They very well known. We could go to their Spotify. They got 1 million people. They tour just like Russ. A lot of people don't know who the fuck Russ is, but Russ is one of the biggest fucking acts touring, and it's somebody just like him.
Do you consider Russ hip hop?
Yep. And wait, let me take that back because I know who he is because I done watched all his interviews about the music industry. I have never heard one of his songs, so let me retract it. Does he rap or sing?
Well, most of the songs that I heard from him, most of them be singing songs. Most of them, but I do know he does know how to rap. And I think he rap pretty well.
I'm
But the
not
thing
gonna.
about Russ, like I've heard some of Russ songs and I didn't even know it was Russ.
I'll be honest. How he be on some fuck the industry shit ain't nothing more hip hop than that to me. Cause he be putting the game out.
So the rebellious spirit is part of hip hop.
To me, and that's what's so fucked up. It's the rebellious spirit of fuck the system. However, the system, how can I put it? Without the system, I wouldn't know who Wu-Tang is. I wouldn't. Nobody would. Especially 93. Wasn't no internet. Wasn't no finding no damn. Wasn't no Spotify. Wasn't no social media. And wasn't no damn echo chamber of shit. You had to enter the system and they had to say, yes, we will put you on TV and put posters up for you so people know who the fuck you are. Other than that, all you was gonna do is be a motherfucker in New York, underground rapping and shit. So, yes, the rebellious, because they was even, nigga, Protect Your Neck, Jizz's whole verse was on talking about how the record labels is stupid as fuck and didn't know what the fuck to do with their music. So, yes, rebellion is a part of the hip-hop, to me, of the system. That's my favorite part of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely think so.
And another reason it was fuck Fraudry, because it was nothing but system dick sucking through his music. And that's what made Started From the Bottom so fucked up, because it was no bottom for him. Like, he was always in the system. Like, from day one was the system for him. Please tell me a rebellious song from Fraudry.
I can't think of it.
It's none.
I can't think of it.
What he got to rebel against?
I was about to say that one song. He was like, "Remember, motherfucker." He was going off about how motherfuckers used to be teasing him back in the day, but now he the man.
No, nigga, do you remember this year where you still that hoe ass nigga? And that never washed off for you. Like, Kendrick made this blatantly aware. It never washed off. Which, one thing that's hip hop, unfortunately, how you want to look at it. Because somebody that's anti this is J. Cole. J. Cole is the most anti-materialism hip hopper I think maybe that has been in existence. Because even the Roots was wearing some nice threads, my nigga. Like, them niggas was not bumming it in ever. Like,
I would say time I saw Black Thoughts in the airport.
Nah.
So it was this girl. She was like, "Is that?" She was like, "Is that Rick Ross?" And I was like, "Where?" I looked over. It was Black Thoughts, and I was like, "No, that's Black Thoughts," because he had a beard. And I think he had no. Did he have hair? No, he had a hat on, but he had a beard. But no, he was bald headed. And I was like, "Man, that's Black Thoughts from the Roots." And she was like, "Oh, I thought that was Rick Ross." But he had on and stuff.
That must have been like Ozempic Ross, because how you go get?
Nah, this was this year. Like, this was this year.
Word.
Black Thoughts was he's kind of husky.
But was he dressed nice or whatever?
He was dressed kind of nice still.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. I think it's only like a handful of non-materialistic rappers.
Yeah,
I can't. J. Cole. I'm trying to really think. Who else was
Redman?
Redman, yep. He ain't never just rap. He always just was rapping about rap. He was just rapping and shit.
You remember that Crib episode?
Who? That's most hip hop shit. That's top 5 hip hop moments of all time. Like, in general, just hip hop. That is the pinnacle of hip hop, because for me, hip hop also has to have a level of I don't give a fuck. Yes, unapologetic. No, I don't give a fuck. Now, I always have to cross-reference myself because I can't be hypocritical. Fraudry didn't give a fuck about how lame he came across. But the reason that don't stand is because in his mind, he was being cool. So that's why for anybody that want to be like, oh, well, he didn't give a fuck. No, not only did he give a fuck, he was pretending like he didn't give a fuck, but the insecurity was so loud that you could see nothing but I give a fuck. And only somebody who give a fuck is getting Etch-a-Sketch abs. All right. Let's just put that out there. All right. Only somebody who gives a fuck. You know who don't give a fuck? Rick Ross. Rick Ross might be on the Ozempic, but I'm pretty sure that nigga, if not was not 100% diabetic, he was definitely pre-board diabetic, and he had seizures and shit. And you could blame the drugs, but I'm blaming that damn fat that was all up in his arteries, my nigga. So he needed the Ozempic for life-saving measures, but he didn't hit that damn V12 machine. He didn't do that. Speaking of V12 machines, you know who a hoe ass motherfucker to me right now? Like, he been a hoe ass nigga, but now he max hoe ass. That punk ass Funk Master Flex, man.
Oh man, that dude, man, he been on some wild stuff. What did he do now?
Dude, did you hear him go off on Shine? Hold on.
About what?
I'm about to show you.
What would he go off on Shine for?
So check this out.
I know Shine got that new I haven't watched the documentary yet.
What's that nigga name? Funk Flex Shine. Let's see if we can find this shit. The audio to it. Listen to this bullshit. Listen to this bullshit and then listen to how much of a hoe ass nigga he is. How he starts it off and then how he go into it.
Mafia. I don't know that I could keep him off.
Oh damn, that's a commercial. I don't want to hear this damn commercial. Damn, I ain't seen that puffy shit in a minute. God damn.
That's very aggressive.
Oh my gosh.
He definitely need to be in jail right now.
He definitely is in the right place. Definitely is in the right place. Let me see. I'm gonna have to probably go to YouTube or something. Let me see. It's gotta be. All right, I think this is right here.
You're a stone cold face liar. What?
How the fuck? I hate going to Instagrams and shit that ain't got the damn. There ain't nobody looking at pictures no more. We need videos, nigga. All right, let's see. Let's see. I think this is it right here. Hopefully this is it. Let's see.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
You
and the reaction following the news, Shine had to.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to
Shine
disrespect you, channel dude.
To be the fall time to pivot. There's a time to transition, and let's talk about the impact of this statement.
A problem with the dudes he had in the club, not rough. So I want to make sure, because this has been bothering me for weeks. So when somebody tries
to you gotta hear the beginning, how he started it off, and just how much of a bitch ass nigga he is, because he started off so trash, because he tried to act like, oh, I fuck with you, I love you, but listen what he said.
Let me tell you something else, Sean. If you hated Puff so much, when he got the key to the city, you were in the trailer. Sucker. You're a sucker. I can't stand you. You got no guts. You went to jail because you took out your gun because you were scared to get punched in the face by some dudes that you knew that were your people that you jerked. You jerked them because you were signed to them first, Sean.
What's up?
All right, so at the beginning of that, he was like, yo, Sean, I got something to say to you. Now, I love you, but you a fucking liar. Then he went into that whole, oh, you fake, and you was go get your ass whooped by da 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 da. And my whole thing is, he was talking about Shine album was whack and he only got signed because he sound like Big and duh. But he wanted to throw in, he said Shine faked his accent sounding like Big, and he claimed that Shine lied about being set up for the shooting and shit, which the girl that got shot, Ben done said it was Puffy that shot her. And he going so hard when it's like, bro, why are you going so hard at Shine when Puff is I'm talking about unadulterated scumbag, max scumbaggery? Why are you going so hard at Shine, who is not even trying to? He got a documentary coming out, because if I spent fucking 20 something or however long years, 1 year in jail for some shit I didn't do. And the motherfucker threw me under the bus. Cause let's be honest, Puff threw him under the bus. 100%. The fuck? Don't nobody.
Like that Denzel statement, I'm leaving here with something.
Yes, I'm leaving with some. But Funk always on the wrong side of history. Him giving fucking Fraudry that damn pass on that freestyle and shit. He dropped bombs on the nigga reading off of BlackBerry that stumbled off the BlackBerry. Dropped bombs and gave him all sorts of passes, but a whole bunch of other rappers, oh, that nigga trash. Oh, this nigga trash. Oh, he can't rap. But gave this motherfucker a pass. If this nigga, and he got hooked up, did you see when he got hooked up to the V12 machine live during the pandemic?
Who?
Look.
Master Flex?
Look, he did this shit like the shit was cool, my nigga. I'm about to show you, bro. Let me show you just how much of a bitch ass nigga this nigga is, man. And which is why he was.
Wow.
Check this out. I know you didn't say I gotta watch this shit later. Hold on.
I mean, surgery complete. Okay? Terza?
Hi.
Shauna? Dr. Perkins? Thank you.
Your best patient, Flex.
Yeah, I gotta see this. Look at all the fat that came out. You got busy today, Doc.
Yeah, we had a lot of work.
I feel good. Yeah.
Great patient.
After effects is not that bad. Not bad. Maria!
What? Okay.
Make sure you got a bucket.
We're recording it, okay?
You take a little video now.
Yes.
I did not know that, bro.
I remember, nigga, he did that on live stream.
Bruh. What what happened to the Funk Master? Is this the same dude that we grew up on? Like, I don't remember Funk Flex being on those, unless we didn't have social media back then and we didn't know.
I didn't grow up
like that.
I didn't grow up on Funk Master Flex because I didn't listen to little hip New York radio in Little Rock because there wasn't no way to listen to no New York radio in Little Rock. I ain't know who the fuck Funk Master Flex was. I heard
him on songs.
I heard him on mixtapes and shit. Yeah, like I heard rappers shouting him out, but I ain't know nothing about Funk Master Flex until I moved to Florida, and then I got cool with some niggas that was from New York and shit, and they would play me old mixtapes and shit that they taped and shit from back in the day with that nigga on there, and then YouTube. But I'm be honest, the nigga was always came off as a bitch ass nigga to me. Just on some of his takes on rappers, he was one of the biggest people that was hating on the South. One of the biggest people that Southern rap
I guess I ain't pay attention to him like that. Yeah.
When Andre was like, nigga, the South got something to say, nigga, he was talking to Flex, nigga. Really? Not directly, but to all, he was one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never really fucked with Flex, and for this nigga to think getting lipo on some, bro, any damn way. But it's crazy how a lot of people would consider him a gatekeeper.
I do. After that video, I do not. Because
after the Fraudry video, you should be, anybody that back that shit should be. And this is the thing, and this kind of go back to what we were saying earlier in our conversation. The thing about the shit is, as far as with gatekeepers, you said something that's the craziest part about it. You know when somebody a part of it and when they ain't a part of it. And the internet that made it so crazy to where anybody can, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess perpetrate it. But the thing is, hip hop ain't like being in a gang, right? You can't get jumped in. You can't get ain't no like centralized leadership committee. And I'll be honest, I really don't think there should be, because centralize anything breeds corruption and shit. But at the same time, like you said, it's hard to say that you know it when you know it, because Fraudry wouldn't have been considered that by so many people if that was a fact.
But hip hop,
Yeah.
you people consider Fraudry hip hop.
Nigga, let's look at this. This all you need to know about that. Who has the most hip hop nominations?
I see what you're saying.
Yes, this nigga is considered hip hop by a lot of people. A lot of people.
Huh.
He has won awards in these categories.
Right, best hip hop artist.
He was in a hip hop battle. He's been in several hip hop battles.
Are you talking about like Pusha T and?
So he is hip hop to a plethora of people. He has participated in all the things outside of dancing and tagging and just being cool in general, which I think is a part of hip hop as well. This nigga had zero swag.
Because part of hip hop though is you got to be connected to the culture.
He plugged in through his pops, if you want to say that. He was hanging out with Juicy J and all them niggas. Project Pat. It was an interview with Project Pat talking about how his pops will bring him through there when he was a teenager.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And hang out with them motherfuckers. So it's just he's so lame. Can you be lame in hip hop?
Well, is Will Smith considered lame?
No. Not back then.
Not back then he wasn't. It's only recent.
After that red table talk, that was a wrap for me. I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck about none of him fucking Dwayne Martin allegedly, which I don't think is alleged, but we gonna say alleged. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas' sexualities. I give a fuck about people respecting you, and he done got disrespected. He got disrespected in front of millions of people, and then disrespected another person because he felt like that would gain him respect, which to me is hella lame. If you're doing anything to gain the respect of people, it ain't your core shit, because it ain't like he went up and was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. It was, I think I should go up there and slap him and press this broad. That's how the shit went. It's kind of like the story you talking about your boy that was back when he visited at one place, everybody thought he was a gangster. And he was like, oh, well, shit. And then he went back to real gangsterdom. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he lame to me now because he not acting from his core shit. Now he trying to pretend. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's what lame is. Lame is when you not your authentic self. And this another thing about being lame and shit, right? Just because I call you lame, I have my own thought process of what lame is. But I base lame on, do I think you are telling the truth for real based on my intuition, right? Somebody can be called lame by other people, but if I think that's authentically them and they not pretending and they ain't trying to purposely get the acceptance from nobody else, you ain't lame to me, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like they have stereotypical nerds back in the 80s that wore the glasses and shit, right? If you watch them damn what was the movies, the nerd movies,
the nerds.
Yeah, but them motherfuckers wasn't lame to me because them niggas didn't give a fuck. They was like, bitch, we nerds, and guess what? Mm-hmm. Fuck y'all. We go compete against y'all motherfuckers, and we go do the best we can and shit. They wasn't in there trying to get buff and dress different and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They was just like, we nerds, and y'all, we just what? You can't be lame if you being your authentic self.
Yeah.
I have never called nobody be they authentic. Only people I ever called lame was niggas I was like, you're doing this shit for acceptance, buddy. And I'm talking about when everybody growing up trying to find themselves. But if you 37 still trying to find yourself, you're lame. I'm sorry. There's nothing that I can do. There's nothing that can help you either. You stuck. It's gonna take intensive therapy. And I don't think you can unlame. Because if your whole life been pretending, what else do you know? You don't know nothing else. You don't even trust yourself.
You got a good point, bro.
But in 2025, let's see. Young Thug might be out of jail by the end. If Young Thug, do you think? So let's say Kendrick pulled he killed Fraudry, right? He do the Super Bowl. I'm talking about max levels. Let's say they let him do the 4-song pack. That nigga come out to you do a Euphoria. He do 616 in LA. Then do Meet the Grams and end it on. If he do the 4-pack, my nigga, I might cry. I might cry. I might cry real tears of pure joy, my nigga, if that happened, nigga. But let's say that happened, and then Young Thug get released, and Young Thug, Future, and Fraudry drop a whole tape together. What do you think would be? Do you think that tape would do good? Do you think Future and Thug would get any blowback from anybody? And when I say from, but you think everybody just go open-handedly accept it? And when I say everybody, I'm talking about
accept Thug too doing that. Yes, I think so. Future, because nobody really gave.
They all gonna be on the same track.
Yeah, but nobody really gave smoke to Future when he liked
when he retweeted it.
Yes,
he did on the internet.
Oh, they was giving him smoke.
Nigga, I gave him smoke. A lot of people was like, nigga, Future, what the fuck? It was a lot of disappointment, but the thing is, when I say is the shit, and I say they gonna have a whole tape, right? I think it's gonna go number one, because a lot of people gonna want to hear if he dissed Kendrick on it. But if he don't diss Kendrick on it,
and Future gonna say a funny line to say something like me and Drake was beefing for me, and then he gonna say something funny that everybody gonna be like, oh, Future, hold on, Future said that's what.
All right.
I don't know. I think Future in a space where he really can't do no wrong.
He is on that Snoop Dogg. I said this on the post. I don't even think I got too many disagreements either. Future's the Snoop Dogg of this. He's the next Snoop Dogg of invincibility. Meaning he is
I can see that.
He is cool. Like Future is cool. When I say that, I mean he just cool. Snoop was always just cool. Like it's just ain't even no words I can put into it. Like he is beyond beyond everything. He don't really do. He ain't nothing he can say that ain't nobody gonna fuck with, cause it just be cool. Like I don't even know what to say. Now with that being said though, personally, all right, would you feel a certain way if Future come out with a track with Fraudry and just act like nothing happened? Let's say he don't do the funny line and they just drop some shit.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna care. And let me tell you why I ain't gonna care. So all this stuff that did happen with like the Kendrick and the Drake beef, and then how people be acting on the internet about stuff, it really kind of soured me to people on the internet. Like, who the fuck do these people think they are that had the audacity to come out and say all this stuff about people, and to the point where it's gonna like end somebody. Like it's just wild. Like it's not as serious as everybody say. The only way that they can really do something is not listen to it, but it's gonna get streamed.
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's gonna get streamed because the powers that be is gonna make sure it gets streamed.
Now
they still got that big ass budget.
Now, with that being said, as one of the people that you were speaking on with the audacity to think they could end someone, I was that person. Still there. No, because I'm be honest. Like, if Future come out with, I don't give a fuck how cool I just told you, and I know on some Future just getting some money shit. Damn, you know what, man? It's Future, dude. I'm gonna be like, Future don't give a fuck.
It's not. The thing about it is, it's not. Well, let me refer. It's not real. I don't say it ain't real that people was pissed off about it, but it's really not. Really not. People got their opinions about it, but in the grand scheme of things, it really don't matter. Like Drake got murdered by Kendrick Lamar. in 2027, Drake gonna still be dropping tracks, probably still. And people, I ain't gonna say people gonna forget about it, but it seems like it's charting that way. Now, if Kendrick, if he really do go on Super Bowl and do not like us, that's gonna be the most diabolical end of a rap beef I have ever seen, and that is a history. It's already been history in the making. I don't know. Maybe I'm just off today. I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not in my normal self right now.
You are very understandably should be upset. Because I'm gonna be honest, they gave you the okie doke, nigga, like the banana in the tailpipe to the max level, my nigga, and they did it in short notice too, nigga. Like that's what's really disrespectful about this shit.
And I ain't gonna lie. I've been on this whole stream. I've been super discombobulated. Like
you handled it well. You have been handling it well, my nigga. I'm being honest though. I don't think it's gonna really hit. It ain't gonna really hit to nigga that first day, nigga. When you get in the vehicle, nigga.
You're like, what the fuck? I gotta drive to the damn office.
Oh, you know what? It just hit me, my dude. That's gonna fuck up the whole pod. Cause you gonna have to wake up early than the motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna mess it up though. But think about it, yeah.
And then you know how they is. Them motherfuckers is like, hey guys, we're going out for some drinks afterwards. They gonna be doing all of that leadership shit.
I'm saucy right now, though. I ain't gonna lie. We've been working remote for like 5. It's been 5 years.
Time
haven't it been 5 years?
Yeah.
And time do go by fast.
And I'll be honest. When I do the math, let me see. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. Half my time was in and half my time was out. Like, as of next year, it'll be like 50-50. And anytime over that, I'm gonna be like, look, guys, I don't remember even how to get there. If you could send me a map quest or something, because I don't leave the house. So fuck that. You know what, nigga? Let me go on and go to my therapist and be like, look, I need you to write up a paper about how I got anxiety to where I don't leave the house, and medically, I'm a hermit and I can't leave. And turn that paperwork in immediately, and I see you guys every quarter because I'm getting that paperwork. I don't care what kind of paperwork, explosive diarrhea, whatever diagnosis I need, my nigga. Be like, look, I will destroy the restrooms, and I don't think that's conducive to the work environment. I'm wearing Depends right now while I'm talking to you guys, so you know I kind of feel emasculated talking to you in a diaper. I don't think I need to be here. It's hurting my self-esteem. But yeah, man. But it's gonna be exciting to see what hip hop is gonna look like in 2025. I think everything teeters on Kendrick. What Kendrick does at the Super Bowl is going to be the deciding factor of the rest. If let's say Kendrick do not like us, let's say he get a standing ovation, and like you hearing the whole crowd, all these white folks that paid 5 to 15 racks for them tickets, it's like, no more pedos, no more pedos. Can Fraudry come back from that?
Why not? No. and you just made me think. You just made me think about something too. The thing now is another. Now, what is drill rap gonna continue? With it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Like everybody that had to do with the start from the beginning of that stuff in Chicago. Like a lot of them is gone,
they gone,
dead, in jail, gone.
The smart ones left. Bibby, fucking, and Chief, the only two that really made it out. I think is G Herbo in jail. Most of everybody, like you said, everybody either in jail or dead, and only like 2 or 3 literally made it. And fucking, he was this close.
And then it depends on what happened to Dirk. Like, because Mud's starting to get older now too. Granted, like you think it's gonna come to them and like, look, we need to chill out with all this, or it's just they just too far gone.
You want to know something? I think we getting to that point because I don't think with Gotti brother getting killed,
it's a lot of crazy stuff that happened.
So that's Memphis shit. Then we got them Florida niggas and pretty much all took they self out. Julio did. And that one last I think drill, and then even in New York, all the drill niggas is gone and shit. Like that whole movement got squashed in New York. So I think you might have I don't see how it can flourish. I don't see what and how it would flourish. Like all of the most talented niggas, Pooh Shiesty in jail. Anybody that Gucci signed is gone in jail. Motherfucking like all of the good drill motherfuckers is a rap for it. And slowly and surely Dirk was trying to drift away from the shit. He started singing more and shit and stuff. So it's like I don't see too much more. And let's look at what's popping right now. The ladies is running hip hop right now. Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion and Lotto and all of them. They ripping and running the charts right now. If we gonna be honest. So it's like, and then with Kendrick coming back, well, not coming back, but you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, maybe it will change. Cause matter of fact, with you saying all this, let's look at it. Cocaine rap, Griselda them still talk their coke rap and shit, but ain't nobody selling crack and shit like that no more. Like them days is over. The drill shit, niggas done pretty much all killed themselves or all got locked up. So the drill shit is pretty much gone. And really flossing rap kinda done niggas is broke. Like the economy is fucked. Like since the drug game ain't the same no more and shit, niggas all getting locked up, and the niggas that was rapping about selling dope and shit like that went to jail, got out. They don't talk about that shit no more because them Ricos is real. So it's like
Ricos is real, bro.
So it's like shit. Really, what is the direction of rap for 2025?
But I think the thing about it is, I think like the drill rap, all that stuff, it's been a lot of exposure that's been happening. Like everybody hated Charleston White when he first came out because he was like, all these niggas gonna tell. Like he was talking about how everybody was gonna tell, and the truth has been coming out. Niggas been telling.
Niggas is telling.
And so it's becoming unauthentic. You like, man, these niggas ain't as hard as they say they is.
And that's a whole nother conversation because we got to be honest. If you done watched enough gangster movies, everybody tell it then any fucking way. Like, that's a part of the game. How the fuck you a shiesty motherfucker and you not go do shiesty shit? You gonna be in a shiesty world and be like, hey, but we ain't telling no nobody. Let me think. You'll kill a child, but you won't tell. Let's see, what kind of sense that make? No, you're telling, buddy. I'm sorry. Because ain't nothing solid about killing a child. So that's the same consistency. Ain't no trust in it. That's always been a lie and a falsehood of no snitching. Always has not been real. And the only people who fell for the no snitching shit was either at the tippy. And when I say fail, like somebody like Big Meech, he was so at the top, ain't no snitching for him because he is a rap if he ever step out. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't snitch at a certain, like Harry O. Like them big motherfuckers ain't no snitching. The motherfuckers who snitch be the middle management of the game and shit. That ain't really got nothing to lose. They ain't really big enough. They small enough to where they can go into the witness protection and be all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ain't no witness protection for no Big Meech. Ain't no witness protection for certain motherfuckers. And they wouldn't even want to live like that because when you say authentic, I will say this. Some people are authentic, meaning if they really feel like they ran an organization and they really, put the rules down like that, then to them, going to jail was always a part of the plan anyway. If they smart, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's what I'm saying. But most of these motherfuckers talking about going to jail. They talking about I ain't telling.
Oh yeah,
They all talk about not telling, but then they all start telling.
Yeah, they all
like telling.
Hey, and I, like I told you, nigga, I stand strong on a lot of shit, but I'm not going to jail for anyone. I'm telling you right now, nigga. it's too it is too healthy to be able to lay down and not have my butthole be in danger. That's
No, think about I'm right now, my life, I am discombobulated at the moment because I was told I had to go back into the office. I had to drive to a job that I already have. And I used to go into the office with no problem.
no problem.
But now, so now you gonna tell me you facing it 75 years. What?
What? I'm like, look, where is the paper? Y'all didn't bring no paper out. How I'ma tell if y'all didn't bring the paper? I need a video camera, paper, and I've been seeing y'all bringing everybody else Chick-fil-A and shit. Where's my shit? I need to be in a proper telling environment. Okay? Now, let's start with Ronald. His real name is Ronald. I know his mama. Do you want his mama info? Hey, she was cheating on her taxes back in 97. I can get you that info too. I'm not going to jail. Hell no. Jail?
For 75, they be facing some real time too, bro.
For 42 years of my life, I've been just roaming the earth free, and now I got a motherfucking dude. I gotta live in constant protection mode, and then fuck. You know what? I'm defending the back door. Fuck that. Let's say everybody love me. I walk in and be like, oh yeah, I remember your damn videos on YouTube, man. You got me through a bad shit. Hey man, don't nobody touch this nigga. Let's say I'm protected. The food is still the food in there. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not.
And you can't do what you want to do.
I can't do what I want. And this was so crazy. I don't give a fuck. Let's say, nigga, I hit you up. You be like, how you call me? I was like, man, I got an iPhone. And I FaceTime you. I got a flat screen. I'm surrounded by niggas.
It's terrible.
What?
It's terrible.
I don't give a fuck if it's filet mignon in that bitch every day. I am surrounded by niggas. Then, let's say it's a cute CO. I know that it's at least 18 other penises in that CO. Even if I got access to it, I don't know if I'm the caboose. I don't know if I'm the engine. I don't know where I'm at in that. Cause I'm going to Raw. So boom, there go AIDS. It's not a good situation. Even if I have all of the shit in there. I can't, my kids gotta come visit me every week and shit. I gotta take prison poses, but these poses ain't a joke no more. They real life poses. Now I got a record. I can't verify this shit, but I'm pretty sure my car insurance will go shoot up if I have to put I'm a felon on my damn car insurance record. And I know, nigga, when I go rent a car, nigga, it's very simple. I hand them my card. I be seeing people go through all sorts of shit renting a car. Nigga, I hand them my card. I be in and out. Half the time I do it on my phone. I don't even really talk to somebody. I'm a felon? Renting a car? Nigga.
Being a felon can change up your life. I ain't gonna lie. Like, literally, when I say literally today, I heard about somebody who did not pass the background check because of some situations that was like 17 years ago. I was like, dang, bro.
Nigga, I'm telling. I'm like, look, I need in paper, in writing. I'm not gonna be a felon. This shit is gonna be expunged. That one time I had skipped chemistry and shit. Y'all go erase that shit too. And while I'm in here, you go make it to where anytime I go to an ATM, $20 come out for free, and you got a deal. I know y'all can do it. I'm just asking for $20 once a day. Any damn way. It's going to be interesting what happens in hip-hop in 2025. Will the election change it? Will Kendrick change it? We can only guess. What do you guys think? Will there be changes? What will be the change? As a closing note, what Brisk said for me is what it's going to be. I think we're going to get even more segmented, more confined to our own, small echo chambers. But who knows? Maybe, I don't know, man. can music ever get to where we universe? Because this beef between Drake and Kendrick was the last thing that unified everybody to listen to the same shit for a good week. 2-3 weeks was the first time all us was listening to the same shit. Is that the only way we go all come together musically from now on during huge rap battles? Is it, who is the next? Are we gonna have another? Fraudry was the last like universal, everybody, not me, but a good consensus of people. You could go to anybody on the street, be like, "Oh, you heard that new Fraudry?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I suck dick. I listen to it." You know what I'm saying? So that's how, if I listen to it, that's how my brain would function. That's how I think. And no disrespect to you, my brother, but that's just how I think.
Yeah.
Anybody who would consume it, that have to be a thought process in their head somewhere. And I mean, I don't even think that's just, but who is that? Is there a time, because I'm going to be honest, this ain't no different than Michael, and not comparing Fraudry to Michael on a talent level, but after them allegations, that history came out, Invincible came out, and
So
it wasn't
what
the
do you think
same.
about what do you think about this statement? Like Eddie Griffin said it before. It's a whole bunch of people that say they don't let no black man get out unscathed.
Fraudry is Jewish.
Well, I'm talking about just period. Like nobody. Well, you say he's Jewish, but he's still technically
Whoever you
but
come
that-
out your mama, they go by who your mama is. That's why he had a bar mitzvah and stuff. So, sorry. I mean, technically, but he wear Janko jeans.
Hey, that nigga multiple times on that one song. What song was that? What was that? What's that? How Family Matters.
Had the audacity to have his mama on there and be like, "I don't think you should say that word." He was like, "Shut up, nigger. Nigger, the nigger, the nigger, the nigger, the nigger, the nigger. Nigger, the nigger, the nigger, the nigger, the nigger." Or maybe he said, he put that at the end. Who knows? I only heard when he put
So I'm gonna put a caveat out about but you said he's considered hip hop. If you had to practice the word nigger, saying the word,
you are not hip hop, bro. You are not. You are not hip hop. That's the rule. That, you know what? That's the rule. You came up with the rule. If you gotta practice the word nigga, sorry, you're just not hip hop. And that's a solid rule. It checks. Because you please tell me another rapper that we've caught practicing the word.
you almost can say, if you can say nigga, you hip hop. If you can say nigga without
that make it racial. That mean only black people can be hip hop, because I don't want to hear no white motherfucker saying that shit. So I'm gonna say that if you gotta practice it, and the way you framed it the first time makes sense, because even if you white, you ain't saying it. If you hip hop, you ain't saying it either way. So you ain't practicing it or saying it. But if you can say it, but you gotta practice it,
you are not.
I'm gonna have to go up there and tell my son, be like, "Hey, Brisk said you're not hip hop, son. Because he don't say the word, and I ain't never heard him say it. Outside of rapping, I ain't never called him that either. But I use it profusely. But I ain't never. But you want to know something? My pops ain't never called me that neither. In my house, my mama like, "Nigga, if you don't get in there clean that."
Yeah,
well, my pops
I
never
don't think my dad never called me that either. Now that I think about it, that's interesting. That's interesting. You got me thinking about some stuff now.
And me and my brother call each other niggas. Me and my brothers and sisters call all each other's niggas. I have never heard my pops call anybody, but my pops is 80-something years old. I think my pops is from the era where he probably got called, like, "Nigga, get that water." And he was like, "You know what? I'm not using that word for my offspring." So I'm going to ask him one day. I'm like, "Why you don't say that word?" And he probably gonna be like, "Nigga, get the fuck out of my business." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's the first time for everything, Pops." But anyway, let us know what you think how hip hop gonna be in 2025. Also, you know what, man? I think I'm gonna put this video actually on the channel and shit, because you know the call-in portion is the portion for the whatchamacallit, and I think something wrong with our call-in shit, man. Don't nobody be wanting to call in lately, but that's because YouTube has a vendetta against us. Dirty bad.
Definitely, we definitely got on the wrong side. We are not in the club no more.
We is outside. We down the street from the club. We have been exiled, and the bouncers got they eye on us. But you know what?
And we call Hateration Nation. Chris Brown talked about us. How you hate you from outside the club?
You're talking directly to us. We should change it. I wonder will YouTube let us change the name to fuck YouTube. It'd be crazy if they allow it.
Hell no. You know, I actually just saw my text message, and this is the great thing about being a father. My daughter seen that I was salty today, and she was like, "What's wrong, Dad?" I told her it was wrong, and she downstairs. She like, "I got a surprise for you." She made me some cookies.
Wow.
So I'm happy now.
You know what? That's what fatherhood is about, and you raised your daughter very well, because I'm telling you right now, that would not occur in my house. If I told my daughter, she'd be like, that's what you get. And I'd be like, shit. So good job, dude. Good job raising the future, because whoever give my daughter, it's gonna be a handful. You done raised a good one, and they gonna be blessed. I done brought a curse into this world of cursedry. Anyway, we're about to be out, y'all. We're gonna catch you guys on the flip side. Let us know. Leave a comment. We're gonna go and just post this on the page on the YouTube, and just to give people a preview of our Hateration Nation top. Even though this ain't really next week is gonna be.
We ain't talking about nothing inflammatory over here today.
Yeah, we ain't do it today. So really, this ain't a representation. Next week, what's next Wednesday? When the official election day?
It's next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, yeah. So next Wednesday, y'all might see me and Brisk not be friends no more if you tune in on that on the next Wednesday, depending on what the topic's gonna be. At least just for that hour or two.
So let me ask you this: do you have any predictions
as far as who go win?
Mm-hmm.
I'm be honest, bro. I couldn't tell you. I don't know how the wind go blow. I don't know how the wind go blow, bro. I couldn't tell you which way it's gonna go. I ain't even, and you know me, usually I gotta, some type of, I have zero, I don't know how it's gonna go. It's a coin, it's a coin toss to me.
That's how I feel about it. You never know. Because I remember when 2016 happened, I had to go to the VA hospital for a sleep study. I had to sleep over in the VA for a sleep study on the night when they was going to announce who won. So they was counting the totals before I went to sleep, and I went to sleep and I woke up, and then found out Trump won. But all the other stuff was saying that he was going to lose by all these numbers. And then the Cat Williams had the funniest explanation of it. How CNN was looking at the board. He was like, CNN looking at the board like, now wait a minute. What is going on here? Like, hold on. The black people see these ain't voted shit. Let's see what? He is still winning? What? So I think it's all like, I know we be going off about it back and forth or talking back and forth, but I honestly just think it's all set up anyway.
On some real shit.
They already know who go. They already
on
know.
Some real
even if
shit.
With the electoral college, like technically they don't have to do nothing that we say.
Hey, like I tell people all the time, soon as Obama was still alive after 5 days, I was like, yeah, they picked that nigga. Yeah, that was all set up. Because if it wasn't, he should have been. If that was, to this day, I'm shocked he's still alive. Barack Hussein,
Right.
Barack Obama made it. No attempts. No bullets. Not a fake ear bleed or nothing. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, that was chosen. That had to be chosen and very well protected. at the end of the day. The only thing that's crazy though, I will always give credence to, even with me believing that it's all set up. That nigga hair going from black to gray in 4 years, nigga, is real life. Like that's it. Whether you get chosen or not, the shit that come with that shit is real as fuck. And
So
I
basically
do
you
believe
telling
that.
me is if Kamala wins, she gonna come out looking like Eartha Kitt from Boomerang in about 2 years.
If Kamala win, nigga, the wind blow, it's gonna be a wig and it's gonna be bald up under that motherfucker.
And
Cause
let
the
me
stress,
find out Kamala. Let me find out Kamala, that lady that was on I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
dude. I don't know. I'll be honest though, man. And see, this another reason why I can't let I can't let old buddy in, because no stress. 0 fucks was given the whole time he was in there. He didn't get no grayer, no older, no nothing, because this nigga was doing what I do. Nothing.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like I remember when Trump was in office, I'll wake up and I'll see like a meme or something on me. I'm like, there's no way Trump said that tweeted that for real.
I'm
And then,
talking about nigga.
you like fucking tweeted that shit for real. Wow.
Hey, and another point to that, I would wake up and this nigga had been on Twitter all night long.
All night.
Man, now somebody want to call in as soon as we was about to get off. Hey, what's the business? That's a little bitty.
Sorry. Hey.
What's going on, man?
You caught us right at the end. Yep, you caught us right at the end.
Everybody want to catch us right at the end. I'm sorry. And we had did 2 outros too. We had said we was about to bounce 2 times, and then 2 good points came, and we was about to exit. And he really needs some rest, because he need to get all the rest he can get up, because he about to be.
So I found today I was at work, and they hit us up at like this morning. They put a meeting on our calendar like at 1:00, and I'm like, this from a director. I'm like, what he put a meeting on our calendar for? And then I see it was only a certain group of individuals. Then they was like, we got in the meeting. They was like, yeah, come January, y'all coming back in the office. What? 4 days a week. We were fully remote for 5 years. Now we gotta go into the office 4 days a week. So now I'm salty.
Money? What? Are you on your salary?
Yeah, salary.
Okay. I mean, I hate salary. I was on salary before. I don't like that. Work you to death for.
They definitely do.
Yeah. No. I've been meaning to catch up with you guys. I've been here. I've been parenting.
Hey,
all that kind of stuff.
I feel you. I was sure wondering too. I was like, man, don't nobody call in. The YouTube done banished us from not only YouTube, but they done probably made a call to Patron. It was like, yeah, fuck them niggas, please. And they was like, yeah, we're not showing you guys to nobody.
I mean, come on, man. You see what's going on out here. You know?
It's
hard. It's hard. Everybody's going crazy out there.
It sure is. And you know what? Next, one of our conversations got to be, we had did a video about why we hate working in corporate. However, I'm gonna be honest. I love the salary life, but I think it's because I pimp it and it don't pimp me. I think that's the whole thing. But we need to have a conversation about that, and we need to have a conversation about the economy. Matter of fact, yo, check this out, Brisk. This is what we gonna do next week. Of course, we will be talking about the election, but we should talk about the economic plans for each side.
So what are you talking about? Somebody has concepts.
You say
somebody only has concepts. There's somebody who only has concepts. What are we supposed to do with that?
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Only conceptual.
So we go talk about that, because next Wednesday is gonna be the aftermath. So it's going to be a plethora of things to talk about before we get off, because we do got to. What time is it? Oh yeah. We got you got till 9:00, Brisk. Yeah. All right. So what do you think? We just spent a good 2 hours talking about how we think hip hop may change, and we talked about how the election may change hip hop, and how Kendrick's performance at the Super Bowl may change hip hop in 25. So it's two questions. Do you feel I seen on a lot of I've seen people on the internet saying, "Oh, I feel the shift in hip hop coming." Do you feel the shift that people are talking about? First of all, and second of all, do you feel that the election will sway music for 2025? And do you feel Kendrick's performance, how he does that, will sway it? Also, to throw in there, we brought up how all the drill rappers is dead in jail now. All the coke rappers and shit, cocaine ain't even popping like that no more. That's over. all the gangster music pretty much gone right now. Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion and Lotto them running everything as far as rap. So throwing that into the gumbo pot, but. How will hip hop change in 2025? What will be the catalyst, and what do you think it will be?
I think that hip hop is going to go into a direction of heavy lyricism. I think that as we've been seeing, we're gonna see some of our old heads come back out. You know, people like LL, people like Eminem, because they really should anyway, so that they can, get these younger, guys and girls to understand it a little bit better. I don't really foresee some old, green and orange and stripes and Malcolm X-y type stuff. I don't really see that, but I think heavy lyricism, and I do see the West Coast is just coming out, which is super, super nice. I love that. And I think that Kendrick is, I think that he is just gonna be who he is. I think he's trying to make this as organic as possible. I can see the shift because people who you don't see being able to get more attention than they ever have before. Like everybody knows who Absol is. Yes, he's considered a great lyricist, right? But how often have you heard of him like on the main stage as we are right now? You know what I'm saying? Not like that. Not consistently. Not on so big. We're finally putting my guy Tyler into the conversation because he is really good.
You heard his new album?
Yep. Yeah, I love it. It's got some things where it's a little bit overproduced. Just a few little or something. I don't know. Maybe I need to listen to it again. It's like so much going on, very heavy in the drums.
I like that part. I
do too. I might be listening to it in the right thing. I
get you. I get what you're saying about the overproduced part though. But I think been missing for a long time. Like I embrace the overproduced. A lot of shit that got so sparse that I like to me. Another word for overproduced is he just had a lot of sounds and he made enough space to fit it all in there, and that's just a lot of detail to me. But I liked it though. But I
like some stuff like that. I like it. Like I listened to an artist that actually died during COVID. That named Sophie. That it's all just sounds, like actual sounds. Like has taken things like like when you rub a balloon. That sound, all these real life sounds, and put it together and made whole songs.
Oh wow!
It's really good.
Is Sophie Sophie?
Sophie.
Okay.
Yeah, like they. I call her they. I don't know. I mean, she's like, she was trans or whatever, and I was like, okay, but like she was really good.
Hey, with Brisk's face when he said, "Oh," because
I was trying to figure out what was going on, but at the same time, when she was saying what was going on.
Hold on, how you spell it? Because I want to see what you saw.
Sophie. But if you listen to that first album, 2015, 2016, I think it is. It's just self-titled.
Self-titled.
Oops.
Lemonade. It's so cool, and it's all these like really interesting. It's taking real, just everyday sounds, things that you might hear that you might hear it. Water running, silly stuff like that, and making it into music, and it's cool. I I listen to music from all over the world. I'm a huge Bjork fan, so
Oh yeah,
you know.
you can't go wrong with some Bjork. You cannot.
Yeah.
I like the 90s shit. I like that off the
Me
wall
too.
shit from the Bjork. Gotta be honest, I need some more growth in order to be able to listen to the Sophie, but maybe one day I'll be able to
Oh,
get there.
yeah. You have to be like, yeah,
Now,
you gotta be in a headspace. Now, or if you want to hear something that kind of does it, you could listen to what is their name? They were in the World thing. They got a song called Skibidi, and it's so silly. I think you probably really like it. I think you
Skibidi?
really like because the videos are silly. They got one that's about tacos. It is goofy. Skibidi. It's a big.
toilet song?
Oh, no, it's not a toilet song.
Oh no, because I googled it and that's
No,
what
it
popped
is. There's nothing to do with toilets.
Oh.
What is their name? It's got a dude with brown hair. He might even have a mustache. It's they did that like it's not rap.
Oh. I don't know what to say.
Oh, toilet rap. What is up with people wanting to make rap about poop? What is that? What is that? What is
Look,
that?
I stopped asking questions when One Cup Two Girls came out. It answered all my questions about all of that.
I still never seen that because after I heard about it, people was like, never watched that, and I just never looked it up.
You probably shouldn't.
You really shouldn't watch it, especially
me, my goofy ass, just being like, "What is it?"
Yeah, I was there immediately, and I was like, what was crazy about it was they were some baddies, Brisk, and it took a turn for the worse very quickly.
It's a Little Big. That's the name of the band, Little Big. It's really, really silly, really fun. It's definitely like it's just silly. It's fun stuff.
Little Big.
Those guys.
Okay,
it is super, super fun. It's ridiculous, and they do a lot of like piecing together. All these just different sounds. It's more electronica kind of stuff. Or if you really like somebody, the person of all people, Aphex Twin, Chris Cunningham.
But I ain't go live. We live now. Oh, okay, then that's that video right there. Well, damn it.
Oh, Shaq. I saw a video thing the other day about Shaq. I was like, ew, gross.
Shaq,
daughter's that age, dude. You're weird.
Check out our video on that. I asked my son. Me and my son talked about that today, and I ain't gonna lie, dude. My son, he's 16 now, and he was talking. He was like, I think from what I saw, it was like a joke, but I could see how she was uncomfortable. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's just like everybody like being mad about stuff these days. And I was like, I totally agree with you. It's like everybody. Now, he acknowledged her, how it could make her uncomfortable. However, for me, we always known Shaq been a big old trick and a big old, what's the word? He the old man at the club, and it's not go. It ain't like he was one kind of way and then he changed and shit. Like it's always been Shaq. So for me, it's just like
he's always been thirsty.
Yeah, that's my problem with it. I think he was joking though at the same time. Now
he probably was.
When I say he was joking, if the cameras cut off and she was like, "So Big Daddy," he was definitely gonna take up the offer if the joke worked. Because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't halfway joke myself into so much situations where I was like, I'm gonna say this in my head. I was like, I'm gonna say this. If they don't get offended, I think I got a chance.
That's like that Nebby line.
That is for a lot of people.
That's how it was like, I got a friend with a pole in the basement. What? I'm just feeling like Jason.
Unless you go do it. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny.
That's how it works. I just hate that everything got to be on some. I get it, but I can't wait. I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm tired of politically correct at every single turn.
Yeah, I'm talking about everything. Like, and what's so happened? What's bad about it is when really fucked up shit happen, it don't get the attention that is needed because we lump it all with bullshit. And so
we've been talking about things like Diddy, like that. We've been talking about that forever. I guess only the black community knew he was weird. I mean, I guess it was only us. We just sort of were like, no, let's just leave him there. We're just gonna ignore. He can be flashy and over there, and if he makes something that works or somebody, okay, cool. But
we accidentally just saw the Cassie video again, and I ain't gonna lie, the shit was hella shocking seeing it again because I ain't seen this as the first time. And I'll be honest, this is my thought process. If that video didn't ever get leaked, we would not. The lawsuits and everything that flooded would not be where they at right now. I don't think so
I have
at all.
Thoughts. I got a conspiracy theory for that personally. I've been thinking about it for a while now. I just believe that when he won against that company, that Diageo, whatever, the Ciroc, when he actually won because what they did to him was wrong. It doesn't matter if we like him or not.
Yep.
What they did to him was nasty. It was real nasty work, right? And so when he won, they're like, oh no, Negro, you're supposed to be a minstrel man. You ain't supposed to do all that.
But that's not a conspiracy. 50 Cent blatantly said that's what happened. And
I mean, it had to be.
It was quite obvious that's what happened. Like I'm talking about the switch flips. He went out, was like,
immediately.
I'm talking about it wasn't no buffer or nothing. They was like, okay. And they flipped the switch and it was a wrap for him.
It was over.
But
did you see where his sons ran up on Ray J? Did you see that?
I'm going live in the morning to talk about that.
Okay.
Hopefully,
I'm
Tim.
have to make sure I get up and get on that one because
my goal. That's why we about to get the hell off now, so I can get some sleep because I'm gonna be on at 9:00 tomorrow morning. I'm be live. And make sure you go over to my other channel, What's Business. And that's where my lives will be migrating to. But we gonna talk about that tomorrow. But we gonna go on and jump off because Brisk got to do his family thing. I'm about to get my rest and stuff. But we appreciate you calling in, going to catch up with the rest of the video because it's 2 hours of us going into it. And we will be back next week. Next week it should be explosive because it's gonna be crazy. Oh. I want to ask.
I don't have my same background.
It's either going to work itself out or
you gonna be in Vegas.
The end of American life as we know it.
Hey,
I'm gonna be up there for this. I'm gonna be at there now. I'm gonna tell you what needs to happen since all this stuff was happening at work. I need for us to go to the SEMA show and our product get bought, and I gotta go back to work. That's why I need to happen.
It might happen. That you got a good chance of that happening. I'm praying for it and it do happen to you. Oh, wait, what you was gonna say?
No, I was going to tell her like I'm going to the SEMA show, which is an automobile show, and we invented a product that's up for new product of the year at the SEMA show. It's gonna be in the SEMA magazine. All this
that's
media
awesome.
there. Yeah, so I'm hoping I ain't gotta go back to work. That's what I need to happen.
Well, pray for you, man. That's awesome. That's really cool.
And he gonna change the world with that one if it come in and shit. So praying for you, my boy. And so next Wednesday, same bad place, same bad time. And like El just said, if the world is still standing, we will show.
It's America as we know it, man. This is Rome. We live in Rome. We got to do as the Romans do.
Hey, because what's crazy is we in America, right? We in the country where I remember the Spurs had won the championship back in like I think it was 06 or some shit and they set downtown San Antonio on fire. Enjoy. So I don't know what the fuck gonna happen on either side. When either side win, I don't even know what's gonna happen. If either side win, people like to destroy shit for joy's sake. So even if she go good, we might hit destruction for any side.
I don't know if it's good. The way that I'm looking at it, it's just I want some new parties altogether. I really do. Just give us some different parties with some new things. Let's do some new stuff. Come on, man.
You know what? This what we need to do. The next election need to be like American Idol, and we call in on the phone. All the votes be on the phone and shit, and that's how we need to get rid of the electoral college and all of that shit. And literal for a good, how long was a season of American Idol? I'm talking about all of the if you independent, whatever. All of the fucking, we get rid of all the campaigning. Ain't none of that shit involved. You go on American Idol, and like Bill Clinton would have won. He know how to play the saxophone. Whoever got the motherfucking most talent.
You got some talent?
Get to be president.
Yeah. I mean, see, that's it, but that makes it tough because we don't know really what Kamala's talents are, and Trump is ridiculous. He should have been a comedian.
He really.
He should have been a
He
comedian.
definitely should have.
I ain't go front. That motherfucker when he was at when he was at McDonald's and he was like he said, "Hey guys, I want to get put on the fry desk." And it was like fry desk and on the fry counter, like the counter is at. He go back there. He was like, we don't. Nobody puts their hands on the fries back here, guys. We scoop them out through the like. He didn't know how to fuck fry. He thought motherfuckers grabbed the fries and put them in the shit.
By the hands?
I was like, get the fuck out of here. He was dead serious too. This wasn't even him joking and shit. He was dead serious. I was like, this
He's always dead
motherfucker
serious.
ain't never did real work in his life. Like he don't even understand how his favorite food get made.
I'm gonna tell you the reason that Trump is the way he is because he never had nobody allowed to hate on him. Like,
yeah.
Like remember how we talking about getting bullied and shit? Ain't nobody bullied Trump.
Trump got bullied when he was young.
I mean, he was a bully. He's a big guy.
When I say he got bullied, you got to understand. In real
he
rich,
got bullied by wealthy New York.
Yes,
they don't like him.
Really wealthy people, like his pops is known as a scammer. Like they don't look at his pops and them like they look at like even though the Chase Bank motherfuckers were scammers too, they did it in a whole different way. That blue blood rich people don't look at Trump.
Yeah,
like
Trump is nouveau riche. He's still that.
Him and his pops them was always trying to get the acceptance of the wealthy people, and they always shitted on them. So that's why
New York is old money.
Yeah,
old money, and there's that's where you can start getting into like your Vanderbilts and your Hiltons and all that old oil and hotel and trains and all that kind of stuff.
And so,
Anderson Cooper is more than he is.
Yes,
because he's a Vanderbilt.
Because it's about it ain't about money. It's about class. If you get what I'm saying, like it's about your lineage back there. And they come with money, but they didn't have the lineage, so they didn't have no respect like that. That's why he did all that gaudy shit, and he was trying to make a lineage by putting his name on everything. But it didn't work.
His name was on everything. Yeah. Everything. I've never seen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in the thing. This thing you guys should watch with these two chicks just dogging him. It is the funniest thing. They give up all his stuff. It is every single thing about him going all the way back to his dad. Every bit of actual facts. And they're just dogging him, talking about all of it. He's really stupid. I don't know if he can read. I'm serious. I think he just signs things.
What Brisk said is true, as in he ain't never, I ain't gonna say he ain't never allowed to be getting hated on. He just ain't never had to do any actual nothing. Like he never had to really do anything. Like everything was handed to him, and then he would act like he was making these executive decisions, but he just had a whole bunch of people that was siphoning, teaching him. They needed him to make a lot of money so they could siphon the money, and he just know how to go. He just know how to go with scams. Like that's wherever he go get. All he really care about is people feeding his ego. That's all he really care about.
He's a narcissist. I mean, like he's a real, true. He's like a malignant narcissist, and it's awful.
Yes, and what make him dangerous is not him. I don't give a fuck about him. I give a fuck about the people it's
his fans.
Yeah, that's giving him the money because they know they go control him, and everybody get controlled.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think they. That's the thing. He threw them for a loop because they can't control him. They were like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh no, wait.
We're gonna let him do it, and then he got in there and is just like, oh shit.
When I say control, not control him.
I gotta peace out.
Okay, peace. All right. When I say control, not control as in they can't control his actions, but what you said earlier, they know they can just get him to sign any fucking thing and shit.
Oh yeah, you just sit in front of him. He's just gonna sign it. So he doesn't read it. He's just gonna sign it.
Now they can't control him being stupid on social media, but they can get a hella shit. God. They can get hella important shit passed and shit. And so it's like, and that next, if it's ever next ear situation, it ain't gonna be in the ear. When they done, they gonna be done, and it's gonna be done.
Like I was like, man, when it first happened, firstly I was like, Cap.
I still say Cap. I still say
think
cap.
I think some of that's all made up. That
I
didn't
still,
happen.
but
Like-
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm using my words carefully. If it's ever another ear situation, it ain't gonna be in the ear, and it ain't gonna be a situation. It's gonna be
it's gonna be a final. It's gonna be a finality.
Yeah, and it's
I was like, man, don't let him get shot and live because he's gonna be up there like he's Pac or something. You know what I mean?
Which is what
Jesus.
happened. But
it's exactly what happened. Max
But-
had.
we gonna jump off and we're gonna pick up
right.
on this next week. Appreciate you for calling in. Everybody else, thank y'all for tuning in. We see y'all on the flip side. And make sure y'all tune in tomorrow morning for my live where I'll go over the BS entertainment news and things of such nature. So see y'all. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.